What's up, YouTube? Siegfried Lane here, and today I'm going to be talking about Diablo Immortal one more time. Well, I won't say one more, maybe say again. Mostly just kind of because I'm watching videos and I'm seeing things come out. I just watched part of the Allcraft by Asmongold and Rich Campbell. I haven't gotten to finish it all, but there are some things that I just want to make very I'm watching them talk, and the fact there's some things I'm picking up on. Number one, PC players have no idea how to talk to the mobile community. That's number one, right? There's a lot of just kind of talking about how bad this is, how bad that is, but there's not really, they're talking in the form of PC players. And let's be honest, if you want to fix something or you want to actually try and put a stop to this system, you have to talk to the people who are doing the system. Every PC player playing Diablo who's just a PC player, not a mobile player, is going to be like, dude, this game sucks. I'm going to go play Diablo 3. I'm going to go play Diablo 2. I'll wait for Diablo 4. I'll go play Path of Exile. They're not the problem. The problem is the mobile market. So this video is, hopefully, if any PC players watch this video and you're making your review, I hope this can help you communicate better with the mobile community. Because that's who you gotta learn to communicate with. And that's one thing where mobile content creators tend to be better. Not every mobile content creator. I'm gonna be honest, the mobile content creators for this game so far are absolute garbage. I really hope that, this is a separate subject, I really hope that Rich and Quinn stop playing this game, because they can't play free to play. I wouldn't care if they played it free, but I hope they stop playing it because they're paying way too much. I want to see them go back to their games. And I will say one thing, I noticed watching a clip of Rich playing this game, he's back to WoW Rich. You know, he's like, you see him Final Fantasy Sports Rich, he's happy. This one I hear him yelling and just angry. So I would love to see him go back to a game that they enjoy. And I don't think they really enjoy this game, to be honest. But let's go ahead and get to the problems with Diablo Immortal, which needs to be stated for the mobile market fan base, and is the best way to counteract all of those mobile content creators saying, wow, this game is so good for a free-to-play game. Wow, I can do anything I want. It's amazing. That's bullshit. Bullshit. I'm saying right now, that's bullshit. Let's go into the details now. Number one, is the game amazing? No. Is the game good for a mobile ARPG? Well, there's not many ARPGs available, especially for Western audiences. So it's okay. It's a good ARPG for mobile. I will say that. And if you are a PC player, if you're a PC player who's like, this game is bad, it's not good, it's not good, the gameplay is bad, this is bad. Once you say that, the mobile market is not listening to you anymore. They're like, dude, you still have the fucking PC Andy, man, shut up. They're not listening to you at that point. You don't want to approach it that way. You need to approach it in a way that matters. You need to approach it in a way like, look, I understand some people like this game. I understand this game, for a mobile game, it's really good. For a PC game, it's not good. If you approach it this way, mobile people will be more willing to listen because you're not just attacking something. The other thing is attacking gacha games, right? Gacha games are very popular. You cannot just attack gacha games because most mobile players play a gacha game. And you have to learn how to communicate with them. There are different layers of gacha games. There are games that are free-to-play friendly, and games that are not free-to-play friendly. And today, I want to focus on how Diablo Immortal is not free-to-play friendly, because this is, if you want to talk to a mobile fan base, this is how you talk to them. You don't talk about pay-to-win. Most games are pay-to-win. Any game with PvP that has a shop is pay-to-win. And to be honest, pay-to-win gets thrown around so much that pay-to-win has become useless. People think cosmetics are pay-to-win. They're not pay-to-win. People think, Genshin Impact is not pay to win. You can do anything you want in a free-to-play account. I know, because I know people who play free-to-play, and they can accomplish anything. Is it harder? Yes. The only event that can be considered pay to win in Genshin isn't worth doing because you get so crap reward for it. There's no leaderboard, there's no PvP. Honkai Impact, same thing. Dokkan Battle, same thing. There's no point in paying in those games if you don't really want those units. Yes. Is it funner if you pay? Yes. Do you get advantage if you pay? Of course. Is it pay to win? No. Because you don't actually really get an advantage in paying. The only advantage you get is not really important because everything is doable with the other units and doable just fine. It's not like this. The only difference in the game is probably going to be more enjoyable if you're paying for characters you want. That's really it. It does make it more enjoyable. And are the prices ridiculous? Yes. Do they need to lower the prices on gacha games? 100%. I'm not defending the prices, but I am saying that this is important because pay to win is in PvP games. Now, or let's even say in solo play games where you have some type of player versus player system, such as leaderboards with high-end rewards, where it really matters, right? As long like if you're unable to get rewards without being able to compete at a high-end level, you know, so the rich get richer, that type of setup, yeah, that sucks. But with that said, let's go ahead and talk about the two or three main problems with Diablo Immortal. So, well, the number one problem, and this is the big thing, everyone talks about pay to win. It's not that's pay to win. The problem is it's not free-to-play friendly. And if you're making a video, if you're a PC player and you're watching this, that is what you want to listen to. Not free-to-play friendly. Because that's how we compare games. We look at a game. Is it free-to-play friendly or not free-to-play friendly? And your top grossing, your best mobile games, especially your best gacha mobile games, are all free-to-play friendly. This means that you have a high fan of paying fans, and you have a high base, of paying fans and a high base of free-to-play fans, and they actually are able to survive in the same community in harmony, and they're on the same team. So your pay-to-play players and your free-to-play players usually fight for the same thing. If a unit comes in with a super low drop rate, you rarely have your pay players going, yes! Mostly everybody is, this is bad for the game. If you don't believe me, go back and watch some of the Dragon Ball Legends videos where they release some new systems and you see the paid players saying, this is bad. It's not free-to-play friendly. This is not good for the game. You need to keep the game free-to-play friendly as well. If you look at almost every single gacha game, the top grossing gacha games in the West, you will see content creators doing that. Brian, I'm going to name a couple of the gacha gamers. Like, go look at some of Brian Styles' old videos, look at some of Nanogenics' old videos, look at, oh gosh, what's his name, Nagato? I think Nagato, who did 7 Deadly Sins. Look at Sean the Whale. They all, when something comes up that's scummy in gacha games, they're the big payers, they will actually fight on the side of free-to-play players. And this is something that we're seeing different in Diablo Immortal. The whales are actually, well, you're getting a really bad toxic mix. And I saw it as a tweet from Asma, which kind of shows this, which it was a screenshot of the chat where they wanted proof of his salary, right? And what you're getting in with Diablo Immortal, you're getting the Blizzard fan base, which has been made toxic by Blizzard's own systems in game, World of Warcraft, right? Because a lot of people play Diablo, play World of Warcraft, and those systems in the game have made them toxic. And they can sit there and say, we're not toxic at all. But when you're asking somebody for their salary, if you can't say that's toxic, yeah, that's pretty fucking toxic. If you're kicking somebody out because they don't have the exact power level you want them to have, even though their power is high enough, that's toxic. If you're kicking somebody out because they're running the LFR strategy and you did not inform them ahead of time, hey, we're using this strat, this is how the strat works, that's toxic. If you're kicking somebody out because they've never done the dungeon before, that's toxic. Right? And that's like really big into the WoW fan base, right? And I'm not saying it's not in other games. It is. But when you mix that fan base in with the gacha fan base, you get probably the most toxic brew ever. Because now you're getting, because there are, I'm not gonna lie, there are some fans in the mobile market that will literally defend some of the scummiest practices ever. Like, it's okay. But there's not a lot of them. But when you mix that fan base with the Blizzard fan base, it's a really bad toxic mix. And that's what I was worried about happening in this game. My opinion for those players, by the way, is that if you're a player in the game, you need to shame those players when it comes in. If you see somebody spamming 10 rift runs, troll them hard. Get the whole community trolling them. Make it apparent that, dude, we're not going to put up with that crap. Now, that's the first thing, okay? That's the very first one. Let's take a look at why it's not free-to-play friendly. And so there's two reasons it's not free-to-play friendly. Number one, you cannot earn in-game premium currency. Platinums doesn't count because you can't buy the legendary crests with platinums. Now, if you could buy legendary crests with platinum, even if it was at a higher price, and you couldn't buy eternal, but you buy legendary, that would be acceptable. Like, let's say like you had eternal for the orbs and legendary for the platinum at the 160, that would be okay. Even if you had legendary at 500 platinum, so you could get, it took like 2 days to get one, that would be okay. That would be okay because you can earn it, right? You can earn it, you can get it, no problem. But the fact that you cannot earn premium currency to get the legendary crests in-game And you could get, with a battle pass, I'm going to only include the battle pass, not the other one, not the monthly subscription, the battle pass, I think a total of 5 a month. That's pretty bad. And to be honest, the battle pass isn't going to be 5 months because that's probably lasts 2 months. So it's probably close to 6 a month. You can't even get a full multi with that. And that's, I mean, in most games, gacha games that you play, they will actually log, you get login bonuses, you earn premium game currency just by playing the game. This is what makes them free-to-play friendly. That's the first thing. The second thing is the power difference between a paid player and a free-to-play player. That is what makes Diablo so bad. That is the problem with Diablo. And that's what people need to be commenting. No, they don't need to be talking about how you need to spend $100,000. Because first of all, we don't know if that's true. That's just what somebody estimated. That could be true or untrue. What matter, and that doesn't even really matter. That doesn't matter. What matters is the difference. What is the difference in power? And the difference in power is what needs to be emphasized. If you are a free-to-play player, the difference in power between a free-to-play player and a pay-to-win player, you don't get a chance to do anything when you're with them. If you get a party with them, you don't get to do anything in the dungeon because they're going to kill everything. If you're PvPing with them, if they're on your team, you don't get to do anything because they're just going to kill everybody. If you're against them, you don't have a chance in hell. The only way this game is going to be fun is if you're not playing with those people and you're going to get locked in with them. Because because you're unable to do things solo, that's one problem right there. So, I'm going to end it here. I want to keep this short. PC reviewers, if you're a PC reviewer and you watch this video, when you are giving your review about this game, don't say the game is bad. Yes, the game is bad for PC. I understand. But you need to hit the mobile market community, not the PC community. They already don't like the game. That's like, looking at somebody who doesn't like chocolate and saying, dude, don't eat chocolate, it's gross. Like, they already know it. They're not going to do it. You need to communicate with the mobile market. And the way you do that is pointing out how free-to-play unfriendly this game is by pointing out that power grab and no premium game currency. One thing I would really like to say, if Asmongold or Rich see this video, which I doubt they will, I'm not big, I barely get any views, but if you do, you need to interview somebody who actually is in the gacha community. That's their job. Now, I know Rich plays gacha games, but that's not really his job. You need to communicate. I mean, you guys have Tectone. Tectone would work. But there's a lot of people you could just reach out to, and I think they would be the best to give you an understanding of the mobile game market. I don't know if Tectone's actually mobile for just Genshin. He might be just PC Genshin. But reach out to some of the mobile players who play on mobile. Talk to them. Ask them. And I think they will be able to give a better insight on how this game is bad. If you show them the points of this game that you think are bad, they can communicate it better for mobile fan bases to kind of give a better understanding. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. How do they fix this game? Allow premium currency to be farmed, and that would actually lower the power gap. But right now, if you're looking to play this game as a free-to-play player, my suggestion is just do dailies and play casual. Do not play this game seriously. It is a mobile game in that aspect. And if you're a person who's defending this game, dude, come on, man, stop. This game will never get better if you're sitting there telling it how good it is. Someone gives you a piece of crap, you can't tell them how great it is and expect them to give you actual food. Call it for what it is, right? It's good for a mobile game, but it's still crap. It doesn't mean it's good. And there are good mobile games. I have them. I have Sega games, old Sega games that I can play, and I didn't pay a dime for. I just have to watch a commercial to play. That's fine. Watch a 30-second ad, get to play the game. Same for YouTube. Same for Twitch. Anyways, guys, I hope this video kind of more pinpoints the problems with the Diablo Immortal, and I hope if you are a PC reviewer, this helps you learn how to communicate better to the mobile audience, because like a lot of you have said, it is important to get out there, and if you want to get it out there, you need to reach the mobile market. Anyways, that's Secret Lane, signing out.